Dude, that's cichlid. Tips, tricks, ideas, sense, nonsense, and a lot of water. Please click like, subscribe, and comment. Stay positive. Bring a towel and fish on. What's up, the tube? This is Dude. That's cichlid. Hey, so been away for a minute. Had some issues that I certainly was not planning on at home, and was without Wi-Fi. Was almost without a home, but I'm not going to get into it. Some bank crap. Anyhow, don't matter. I've got a lot to share, and I don't know where to start. First of all, I guess we'll start with the 75. I don't know. They're doing great, man. I love this tank. They're something else. They're looking great, as usual. I have focus issues with my camera. How you doing, Buddha? Buddha's doing good. Well, I've been adding little things here and there because it's kind of fun to see the personality on these fish. Whenever I add something, they've just gotta come and see and check it out, and it's funny, man. These little kind of goofy little things that I normally, quite honestly, wouldn't add. But they seem to enjoy them. Right now they of course think that they're going to get fed, and no, they've eaten today, and I'm not going to deviate because my water's clean. It is water change Wednesday, so everything has been cleaned and looking ship shape and fancy free and what have you. Added a couple of fish, and I guess we'll jump to that first. So over here in the hospital tank, we have this poor unfortunate soul who, if I can get him to, well, I'm sure you can see, look at that tail, and the fins on the bottom, and pectoral fins, and man, it's a shame. This fish was just absolutely gorgeous, and had it in quarantine with a couple others, and when I added it, everything seemed good. Woke up the next morning to see that this fish was just scared to death, and rightfully so. Had gotten just decimated. Damn shame. Once this fish heals up, I'm not going to put it through that same torture, and it's I guess it's part of what happens. But the good news is, even though he's hanging out at the bottom right now, he's active. He seems to be healthy. We've got the old Melafix in there, and salt, and clean water. And as a matter of fact, this 30-gallon tank has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 filters with a UV filter, just because, well, it's a hospital tank, and I think it should be as clean as possible. My question actually would be to anyone who's had a fish that's been damaged this badly, what kind of time does it take for them to heal, to grow back these fins? if at all. I mean, I imagine they do, but you know, that's a lot of damage. And let's see, yeah, you know, just a beaut too. So yeah, just let me know. I have yet to decide what I'm gonna do with this fish. Probably find, you know, a good home for it, and not put it back into the 75 because yeah, it would just be cruel to have it go through that again. Well, I guess. Oh, look who's out! That's a first. The Dempsey's out. Probably not for long. Look at that. He is something else, man. What a beaut. I hate this autofocus. Oh, wow. So there he goes. But on this filter, or on this tank, I have had some run across some new deals. You guys know, I think the last deal that I ran into was the Aquatop UV, which would be this bad boy here. And great filter, just a great filter. Really like the media on this because it's kind of just this. See if I can get it in the light here. Yeah, and the lighting is crap. I'll go over the carpet here. Anyway, this is kind of this basket that really doesn't restrict me to using, you know, their cartridges or whatever. This grid comes off, and I can just pop in my own filter of choice, and I do like that. A little bit of room for some extras, and it's got the flow control, which, yeah, if you open it wide open, it totally overflows, and so it's nice to be able to get it to where it is just filtering what I need. I like the clear build of this, the design. It's a great hang on the back. You guys know I'm a big fan of hang on back filters. I do like these Aqueons, the larger ones, because you see this little notch that I've got cut out of the top here. Well, when I have my heaters in, I actually put my heater in these filters, which is something you can't do with canisters unless it's, you know, designed for it. But I like that a lot. It's just a more efficient way to keep my water at a constant temperature, and yeah, good deal. It's another these internal Tetras. You can do that with as well. Definitely enough room to get a small, you know, 50 or 100 watt heater in the back. Then, well, this happened to be, speaking of canister filters, I was in PetSmart, and they had some stuff that was priced to move, or, you know, priced to go, clearance, whatever. This is the National Geographic CF50, which is actually an Eheim filter. And let's see if I can. You know, it's got that clear design. This is cool. It's got a little bit of a pre-filter here. And of course the water goes down through and back up. Came with quite a bit of filter media. And man, these shut-off valves are just treat. So that's a $127 canister filter. It was priced to move for $32.50. And yeah, they didn't have one in the store that I was in. I'm in there quite often. And they, unbeknownst to me, called around all the stores in the area, found one in Phoenix, and I'm in Mesa. And when I went to check out with the with this filter, which I'll get to in a moment, they told me that they had one and they were holding it and they price matched, and I got that for $32 and change. Yeah, brand new, beautiful. So that's what's going on with Jack Dempsey. I've got it out here now just because I wanted you guys to see it. Now that I've shown it, I can kind of stash it. But they also had one of their National Geographic hang on the back filters on sale. And this one happened to be going for $8, brand new. And another great hang on the back. Love these cartridges. Very easy to clean and reuse. Super cool design. I'd say Eheim again, just because it's just great quality stuff. They've got a number of certain different kinds of these cartridges that you can get. There's some with carbon. I don't use carbon in my tanks. And then they've got a kind of a double-sized cartridge as well. Great flow control. Let's take a look. I'll show you guys that how well it does work. Forgive my fucking camera, man. I'm telling you. But there's wide open, which is bypassing quite a bit of the filtration, all the way down to really not open at all. And just gotta find that happy medium. So that's the 20. Now I was in there today, and they had it's a kitty. They had a 50 also on sale, only this one was $12. Okay, this is normally a $47 filter, and I'm sorry, I just can't pass up a deal like this. So here's that double thick cartridge, and again, man, these are reusable. You clean them out, you use them again. That is something I really, really like, because then I don't have to go out and spend every time or try to make or try to clean and this, man. Great stuff. Same design, flow rate, once again, adjustable. Yeah, this bad boy cranks. So for that price, hell, you can't go wrong. I'd never really used the National Geographic stuff or tried it out, but I gotta be honest with you, really impressed. Really good quality, and long cables. Just good stuff. So I'm going to be returning that 20 because I don't need that many filters. I think I've got in total something like 16 filters actually running at the moment for 6 tanks. But this is dude that's cichlid, so we gotta have a little bit more filtration than normal. So Dempsey, sick fish. All right, then I wanted to get a couple of fish that I have always wanted and not gotten. And come out wherever you are. There's one. Are they both in there? I think they are. They're camera shy. Well, I got a couple of convicts. And this will now be the convict tank until they, of course, get too big, and we'll figure it out from there. But oh yeah, here's another little purchase that I picked up, found online for $10. It's one of the Zoom Ed power heads, and I love this whole automatic movement thingy. Jay Wilson actually had something going on his page, and I happened to see this as being one of his prizes, and I had to have one. Of course, they ended up having it on sale on some website for like $10, and with shipping it came to like $12, $15. So those deals are out there. You don't have to just find stuff used and do it through personal sale sites. There they go. Come on, you little convicts. Well, anyway, I don't normally name my fish, but because I have a pair of convicts, yeah, I had to name them Jake and Elwood. So those are the Blues Brothers right there. And yeah, I seem to be gravitating back towards my really super cheesy decoration stuff, and mainly it's because these guys like it. When you put it into a tank full of there they are, awesome, full of tropicals, well, they don't really do much with it, the tropicals, but these cichlids, man, they just love it. They go right after this stuff. And then to add to the cheese factor, this is great. You gotta hang on one moment. I need two hands. This is cool as a cucumber. I dig this thing. Well, Walmart's out here, I don't know, wherever, maybe. Kids go back to school already in Arizona. They've been back for a week already, and they get out early and whatnot. But let's see, to get the full desired effect, I'm gonna have to kill this. But they had a sale on some of their swimming pool stuff, and well, they had this super dope floating light show that normally goes in a pool. It was $10, man, and it's just fun. It's kind of cool. I've got to stress one thing. We keep our tanks for us and for our enjoyment. Certainly, it becomes more than a hobby. These are wet pets, and I do like to take some time and enjoy my fish and watch them enjoy themselves. So, if you put in the plastic, huts and the houses and the caves, and your fish are into it, enjoy that. There's nothing wrong with that, man. There really isn't, It's kind of the cool thing about this hobby is there's no rules, and I love that. Well, we had a loss, unfortunately, in this tank, and I lost my knife. my black ghost knife fish. I don't know why. I know that he was fine, and one day he wasn't. And that was a couple of days ago. And definitely bummed out about that. But this tank, as corny as it may sound, they seem to kind of miss him for a few days. You know, it was like the swimming wasn't as vibrant, and they certainly didn't seem as happy. And yeah, total bummer, man. Total bummer. I hated seeing him go. I don't know as if I'll get another one. But while I had him, he was a great fish. Really cool. If you guys don't know about black knife ghost fish, you should check into them and be aware that they're a scaleless fish. They're more susceptible to disease than most fish. I don't think that's what happened. Quite honestly, I just don't know. And, you know, it's a shame. But on a positive note, this tank is doing great. Everyone seems super healthy. And I do love this tank. I get a lot of compliments on this tank. And there's only one cichlid in it. And that would be my absolutely show quality, gorgeous Veil Angel. Oh, man, this fish, one of the originals from the start of my hobby. Come on, show off that. Oh, man, what a beaut. Look at that, huh? Look at that fish. Untouched. No aggression in this tank. I love it. And then, of course, that brings us over to Grumpykins. Let me shut the fan off because I'm sure in the background it's just going to be bad. There we go. I'll put on a little bit more of the old light. There we go. Crank that one up over here and see what's going on. So, this is the Oscar who just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Yeah, he's a biggin'. He got very, very large very quickly. So glad that I gave him his own tank. Got another power head in here and getting some of the you know, this is just a dirty fish, man. I mean, he eats worms and they basically come out whole. He just digests, and pretty much that is what comes out. It's insane. Loving this tank. Very, very glad that I put this between the living room and the kitchen here, and made him part of the family, really. Just, yeah, very cool fish. And that's kind of where we're at, man. So, did want some, oh yeah, so, this is why I like this too. I can just, and then, there I am. I like that access back here. Yeah, there he goes. So this stuff is cool. This was another thing I did want to touch on. This is called plastic canvas. And you can get this at pretty much any of your craft stores. It's made, I think, for needlepoint, and it comes in different hole sizes. But it's awesome because it just serves as, it's so useful in this hobby. You can make filter cartridges with it for hang-on backs. You can use it even in canisters. You can use it cut it into, circles and use it to separate your media in your canister filters. And what I'm gonna do actually is when I got this contest I'm gonna be drawing on here on September 5th for my 50 subs for the blue balls. And my view, I want to thank you for naming that blue balls. I never even. He just said that in a comment somewhere, and it ended up coming out. And I just, thanks for making my contest be for a box of blue balls. But hey, them are blue balls. So I guess, this will be included in it. One sheet of the plastic canvas. It's by a company called Derice, I think it is. Boy, gotta love this autofocus, man. Yeah. Not happy with that whatsoever. Anyway, 78 cents a sheet. You can do so many things with it. And if you get some of the party, woo, auto freaking focus. If you get some of the these tiny zip ties, like the thin ones, you can also do a lot more with those things and make, like I said, you can connect them together, you make little filter cartridges, etc. So I'll throw in a sheet of that as well. And I think I have a bag too for you guys. Yeah, here it is. Got this little Hikari bag that's gonna go, little tote bag that's gonna go with that stuff. So that's it. This short video, please, 28 minutes or so. Well, it's just like me to just ramble and ramble and ramble, but this is dude, that's a cichlid party, reminding you all to fish on. Fish on, boys and girls.